Hey, what's up everybody? TechChucker here, and today I've got a review for you of the Neca Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Raphael as Frankenstein's monster. Now, I got this thing a couple of weeks ago at my Target, and I just did not have the time to do a legit review, so we're going to make this a short and sweet one since there's probably 1,000 reviews out there. But I hope that you enjoy the black background instead of the standard white that I usually have. Since this is a monster, we kind of have to have it black. We got to have it dark and nasty because this thing is so dark and nasty and cool looking. So we're not going to waste any more time. Let's go ahead and crack this thing open and take a closer look. All right, here he is out of the packaging, and I have to say, Neca really did an amazing job with the sculpt, the paintwork. That is where this figure just shines so well. The sculpt work of his face just looks amazing. He's got metal pieces on his head up here. He's got the little hoses coming around here. This awesome little dial. God, that just looks so good. I mean, everything has paint. It's sculpted so well. There's different texture for the jacket versus his skin. And the fact that these chains are actual metal, that is also just so incredibly awesome. They painted it so nicely on there. It actually looks rusted. The only thing that I think they could have done a better job with is the feet. They're a hair plain. Maybe a little extra paint would have gone a little bit of a, I don't know, that would have helped. Maybe some wrinkles or something would have really done it a lot. But, really, this thing looks so good. I think they did a spectacular job. Again, all the details on the back here with the little metal-like thing that's attached to his back. I am just so impressed with it. I mean, this is just exactly what I would have wanted. I really wasn't expecting much, and I really didn't think that I wanted this series, but now I have to have them all. They're so fun, and they're painted so well, and they're sculpted so nicely, and that's really the reason to buy them. Let's go ahead and do a quick measurement and then side-by-side comparison of a few figures. And Raph as Frankenstein's coming in at just about 7 inches. That's a really nice size. Obviously not 1/12 scale, but this is a very different wave and series. So I really don't think that you're going to be mixing a whole heck of a lot of different figures in. So there is Shredder with the cartoon wave. Here is Metalhead in next to him, just a little bit shorter. And then we've got Donatello from the cartoon wave, and then we'll throw in Deadpool just for the heck of it to see what he looks like with the Marvel Legends. I really dig the way that he looks. Obviously the sculpt is and the paint is the hero here, but I think they scale pretty well. If you're going to put them in together or have them separate, is going to work perfectly. All right, now let's talk articulation. We can't be a fanboy of all NECA stuff without being a little bit objective. Articulation on this, not amazing. But I'll just say this. I didn't buy it expecting good articulation. Here's what I expected for a Frankenstein Raphael. I want the arms to be able to go out like that. So he can do that is basically the pose that I'm going to put him in. But let's get into the articulation. Really quickly, his head is on a ball peg, and there's actually a joint down in the bottom of the neck as well. So he has pretty good range there. That's not where the issues lie. He can look side to side. It's a little cumbersome, but you'll get it. And then there's a lot of tilt. So lots of emotion in that neck articulation. Where some of the issues start is in the shoulders. He has those hinges. He can get his arm out about that far. He can kind of swivel it, but you're not really going to swivel it that much. Where you're running into issues is where this sewer plate is. It's definitely getting in the way of that arm being able to move around, and then the shell here also. I don't particularly care that much, though. In the bicep, he's got swivels, and he's got double jointed elbows. Those don't really go too far. And then in the wrists, he's got a hinge, which mine is kind of stuck, and those will actually work pretty good, and then they swim. In the torso, there's basically nothing of any use down in the torso. In the hips, he's got those T-jointed ball joints. That actually works pretty good. They are a little loose. He can kick forward about that far. Again, I don't really care. If I can put him stepping forward just a hair, which this is enough, I'm happy with that. He can't really kick back at all. Be careful with all these hoses. They'll break off. There is a swivel at the top of the hip. There's a swivel at the top of the knee. He's got double jointed knees, but those don't go very far. And there are pins. Everybody talks about pins. I don't care about pins that much. And then down in the ankles, he has a hinge. He can get his foot back about that far. And he can't really get his foot forward at all, which is problematic. But there is a rocker, which works pretty well. So overall, like I said, articulation is just kind of average. It's not great, but again, I don't need it to be all that good. And then last but not least are the accessories that he comes with. Doesn't come with very many. He has the 2 hands that are on him, and then he comes with 2 extra sets of hands. They painted the fingernails. It just looks so good. You get total of 6 hands. You can see that there's some stitches on there. They just added so much detail on all of these hands that I really think that they did a spectacular job on all of those. And then the last pieces that he comes with are these 2 sais, which are shaped like lightning bolts. And these are very, very nicely sculpted. Not much for paint. Not that you really needed a lot of paint. Oops, we're losing our focus here. But they're still a really nice looking accessory. So he has weapon storage that you can throw these sais into. You have to kind of be careful with the chains, otherwise those will get in the way. And you're supposed to be able to get those in there. It's kind of hard, but it definitely does work. I'm guessing that I'm probably gonna have him holding his sais, or I'll probably just have him doing the old Frankenstein stance, and that's about it. That's all I really needed. So I really enjoy this series, or this figure. I'm gonna order all of them. I gotta have all 4 of the turtles. I'll probably get April O'Neil. I think she's gonna be the bride of Frankenstein. And then I'll probably stop. 5 of them, that's about all I need. What do you guys think? Are you gonna get everything that they happen to do with this monster line for TMNT, or are you gonna pick and choose? I gotta have all the turtles and April. Let me know what you think in the comments. What do you think of this series? Give it a like, subscribe, leave a comment like I said, and I will see you in the next video.